How you guys doing? If you don't know me, Martin, 52, 25 years worth of sales. I got involved in sales back in 1995. Got laid off from my first job and needed to find some ways to eat. So that's how I got back into sales. So I think it's so funny because people during this last recession got $5,000 to stay home. Back in my time, I got $1,440 a month. And if you, that's for the whole month for unemployment. And if you're on unemployment more than 6 months and you didn't show them you were making any progress toward making a job, they would cut you off. And you would go on something called general relief. They give you some food stamps and tell you to have a nice day. Then that runs out and you're basically homeless. So they put the pressure on you to find a job. Because how long, I mean, my expenses were $2,000 and I'm making $1,440. Something doesn't add up. So that's why I got into sales. And then from there, 2001, I did insurance. Went through another recession. So I did some other things on the side. I sold like life insurance, liability insurance. I sold antique guns. And also I sold things called, who knows what an answering machine is? So I used to set appointments for this person to go out and sell answering machines. How many of you guys are students doing your Zoom calling? In the old days, there used to be something called the internet. I used to go to Kinko's and spend it used to be like $15 an hour. It used to be expensive. And I'd work on my resumes and stuff back then or do some extra work because I didn't have a computer. How many of you guys are retirees? You know back then, man, answering machines, how the internet was just starting off. You have to go to, had things called the internet cafes. Who remembers the internet cafes who retired in their 60s and 60s, 65? You retired last year. You thought, oh, life is good. You got your cool car. And then what happens? COVID hit, so you get knocked down $2,000 to $3,000. Like me, I thought I was going to make $20,000 to $30,000. Knocked down to $2,000 to $3,000 a month, a year. So I started the Undercover Billionaire Study Group. Started following Grant Cardone's closing tips, and then I started that. So I had a $60, $6, $600, built a $6,000 programs to sell to people to supplement my income. So today, as we head into Mother's Day, one of my weaknesses is how it was like when I first started off was my unwillingness to deal with emotion. Remember, I worked at a martial arts studio, and you get afraid if a person says no when you want to upgrade them to a $2,000 to $3,000 martial art package. You start freaking it out like you should be nice. Now, if I had been following and doing more training, sales is an art. I'm an engineer by trade, but even though I was an engineer, I mean, my supervisor made me go up. My boss made me go out and sell springs for the engineering parts door to door. He made me go work on the machines assembling the engineering parts. So I got a full thing. So how many of you work in warehouses right now? Next to Robbie the robot. You got your glasses on, your vest. I used to work in a warehouse. We didn't have all that kind of crazy stuff. I don't know what all that bullshit is, man. Is it Saw? That's why I see why they kind of like get rid of people so quick. If I had to spend money on vests and goggles, if you weren't packing those boxes quick enough like Robbie the Robot, I'd probably get rid of you too, man. How many of you are ready to get away from there? So you're going to have to learn how to deal with emotions. And now as we're going to Mother's Day, that's the close I'm going to give you today. Is just the one thing I want you to work on. Deal with the emotions and sell the product this summer. This is Mother's Day. People have been in quarantine for a year. They're out of quarantine. They're spending. They're coming to your business, especially the woman. If she sees a nice purse and stuff, and the husband's, oh, I don't know if we have enough to afford it. I don't know if we have enough money to afford it. Well, you want me to suck your dick, don't you? You better find the money to afford it. But you're going to help the guy out, man. All you're going to say is, I know it's expensive, but it's Mother's Day weekend. Get it anyway. That's all you're going to do. Use the Mother's Day clothes, man. You can use this. I already have written down. You can use this for appliances. Wife, you washer and dryer, or stove, or refrigerator. She's in there, and you hear the guy. Even her, she may be hesitant because the guy doesn't have the balls to go out and make no fucking money. You gotta be the man or the woman. You gotta man up for him. Say, yeah, I know it's expensive, but it's Mother's Day weekend. Do it anyway. Wow, I never thought about that. Make the sale. How about for purses? I used to work at Macy's. I remember I worked in Macy's. I sold the Gucci purse. What is it? The Calvin Klein, Coach, the little Coach bag. Who remembers like little Coach things? So I used to sell $400, $500 Coach bag, the little Coach purse things to people. There's another one, Michael Kors. I used to sell those to people. And I remember I used to be in there and the people were like, oh, hesitating. And so, just get it anyway, man. Hey, what you do? Hey, why don't you just open up a credit card? You don't have to pay for 90 days and just get it done. So I used to sell those. And how about like home improvements, man? Oh, honey, let's add some new cabinets. Let's do some new floor. Hey, let's get a home improvement. Let's get a housekeeper to come in here and just clean up the house. And you're sitting there taking the notes, and you say, well, instead of getting emotional, just said, is there anything else you want? Is there anything else you would want added to your package before we come to a final price? Make the sell on that. How about a trip on the weekend? This is the Mother's Day weekend and people are buying apartments and stuff and looking for places to stay. And you just ask them, hey, Martin, we want to get a queen size room for the weekend in Palm Springs in the Hilton, and it costs $346. And you're like, here I'm kind of complaining. You say, I know it's a lot of money, but it's Mother's Day weekend. Do it anyway. And how about a watch? This is Mother's Day weekend. A wife may want a nice watch. Deal with the emotion. Deal with them hollering at you. Like today I was in Starbucks. The lady's like buying an oatmeal and then she's getting all upset. That's okay. Let them get upset. Use that energy. That's what I'm learning. Use that energy. Let them be upset. Great, man. Are they going to stop you from buying? No, you are into your job in that company. At Best Buy, at Macy's, you're the sale. Go for the second sale. Hey, now that you got that new purse, is there any type of shoes you'll want with it? Or hey, why don't you go check out our shoe section? You can get a new pair of shoes to go with that. Never thought about that. Ask that person that 10 times. Tell 10 people once they get a new purse. Hey, why don't you go find some? We have some nice shoes that may match that box. Go up there, buy the shoes, and they'll get the nice shoes to go with the purse. How about the auto repair? You go in there, you see the wife comes in with the donuts on the car. You're like, I'll buy it. We can get it done cheaper. You say, I agree, you could get it done cheaper, sir, but it's Mother's Day weekend. Get it anyway. Okay. So your goal is to double your sales for Mother's Day, dealing with emotions using the Mother's Day's clothes. It's Mother's Day weekend. Do it anyway. So that's what I have to come. That's what I'm offering you. So use that clothes. Let me know. Also, eventually, I don't want you to deal with it. They say, think about it. Martin, you pressure me. Yes, pressure me. But hey, it's Mother's Day weekend. Do it anyway. The budget clothes, you spend a whole bunch of money on everyone else. When you hear the budget code, that's basically saying, you fuck everyone else. And then you're going to get to me telling me like how, well, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to turn over a new leaf. Come on, man. How about like the spouse clothes? Oh, my spouse, I want to ask my wife. Wife don't want to speak to you, bro. Now you man. I'm honestly, man, I think the aliens are taking over because I see some strange shit, man. These bizarre couples, man. I don't know. There's some bizarre people out there, man. That's why you need that money, man. Because shit, you don't want to live with these crazy people, man. Or at least get you to, in case you got to take care of business, man. My cop brothers, sometimes I sympathize with you guys because there's some fucking wackos out here, man. I was at the park today, gotta be vaping. Got some woman in the car. Yesterday I was at Cabazon at the Shell station. Some guy with his shirt off, tattoos, probably Mexican guy walking around here and there. Black lady in the car. I'm like, oh my fucking God. There's another one. This is just bizarre couples, man. They're just fucking whacked. That's why I want you to double your sales. If you double your sales and have more money, you don't have to go where these whacked out fucking people are. They're just some bizarre people. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if the demos are letting them out or what, man. But learn how to close. When you learn how to close, you protect mama. Are you the kind of man that wants to protect mama? Are you the kind of man? Are you the kind of guy who's gonna live off mama? It'd be like that brother with this one lady. I saw her had the tattoos. She probably got out of jail too and shit. They had a blue Civic and she paying all the bills and I don't know what he'd be doing. So, you know what I'm saying, man? Are you gonna be like that, or are you gonna be the man where your wife says, "Honey, I want that washer and dryer and I want it now," and then you're like, "Emma," and I'm a sales guy, saleswoman. Sales dog. I'm going to say, hey, I know it is expensive, sir, but hey, it's Mother's Day weekend. Get it anyway. I'm not going to deal with the thing about it. I'm not going to deal with your pressure. Not going to deal with this on a budget. I'm going to say, do it anyway. Because if they don't do it with you, they're going to do it with someone else. Okay, you guys, got to go. Run a little long, but double your sales this Mother's Day. Let me know how you do. Subscribe. Looking for 10,000 new viewers by the end of this month and 50 new subscribers. And I want to sell 50. Where is it at? It's somewhere in here. I need to sell 50 Grant Cardone Closer Survival books. Help the brother out. You know my name. My name is Martin Morris. I live in California. Send me $1,000. P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402.